All right, awesome, guys. So we're going to have our final guest, and we'll have a quick wrap up. I'm going to bring on two of the superheroes of dentistry. You didn't know their job was so exciting, but this is Bill and Jared from Duckett Lad, awesome sponsors. And what do? They are dental-focused accountants. But you guys should be more into how cool you are, because you talk about money, and everyone likes money. It's a very popular topic, money, ever since a kid. So Bill and Jared, you guys have been awesome guests, awesome sponsors, but just orient our audience in the what do you guys do in your daily dental lives to help dentists cry less on the inside and improve their dental core?
Yeah, I'll jump in there. So yeah, we're a dental-focused CPA firm, and what we've noticed is dentists really struggle with the business side of the practice, feel chained to the chair. Where we come in through products and services is really try to help them create the practice that supports the life they want to live, understand the business side of dentistry and what levers they can pull to make themselves more profitable.
Yeah, I mean, that's sort of, the hook, I think, for any dentist at any age is make more money without working more. Have less stress in your financial aspect of your life so you can focus on dental care. Bill, you have been an awesome resource. What are some of the pain points in general you're seeing now from dentists? And, they don't have to be disaster ones. The practice is going out of business, but maybe just as we move through the different quarters of the pandemic, and now we're moving towards Q4, the end of the year, What are some challenges you see your clients having?
I think industry-wide and really nationwide across multiple industries, it's staffing.
Yeah.
It's finding the right people, being able to hire them, being able to retain them. There's just a struggle with that. And, what we're finding, Paul, is the people who have great cultures and that are dialed in to putting their team first are the ones that are not only, find good people that are out there, but they're hard to find, but also going to keep the ones that are kind of the lifeblood. They're keeping it rolling during this time. So staffing's everything right now. We are seeing a ton of people that are really struggling, and it's causing some problems.
Yeah, I imagine as you guys get geared up for taxes, I know it's your favorite season. I know you guys do many things beyond taxes, but you'll probably see some interesting metrics inside of practice with staff wages that low ones might not always be good ones. It's because we literally don't have enough people. And my practice has struggled with that. And we have to be, empathetic and big picture. And the pandemic has changed people's ability to leave their house because some of them have children at home. And you just, until it becomes legal to leave your small children home, don't know if that's ever becoming legal. It's tough. So as you guys have been great. We have your text code, text CPA to 215-543-6454. So many people have utilized that. They get back this great content piece. And I've never asked you guys to explain it, but I want you to explain it for our audience because I have it down here. It's 5 things you didn't learn in dental school. Jared, break that down for me a little bit. When people text in to get this information, what are these things they're getting back?
Yeah, I mean, think about dental school. I mean, I didn't go, but you guys did. And you always talk about you learned the Krebs cycle and all this other stuff. But what you didn't learn is the business side of dentistry and what it actually means as you buy a dental practice and step into those owner's shoes, what that really entails. And what these, the kind of the white paper you're referring to just goes through 5 simple things that if you are a dental practice owner or looking to become one, start learning these things now. You didn't learn them in dental school, so let's start learning them now. And you jump in those owner's shoes, you've kind of got a head start on everybody else.
And that's so key. We had a poignant post yesterday of a Nacho dentist who we're trying to help that, did a startup and it's not going well. And it's not what the dentist expected. And what you guys can do as dental focused CPAs is help in the beginning. So I know you guys know about this. I'm kind of announcing it for the first time. It's a giant announcement. Bring all the balloons down. But we're going to have, there's no balloons, but we're going to have Super Dentist Business Boost coming up next year. And what this focus is going to be is, are you about to buy a dental practice? Are you within 5 years? Or have you bought one in the past 5 years and want to run it better, not sure if it's going well? Bill, when you work with dental Nacho dentists or any dentist, we're thinking about practice ownership. What are some of these weak spots that people are not identifying? Is it cash flow? Is it capacity? Just give us a few quick ones that we can, kind of add value to the audience.
Yeah, all the above. I see, and Jared and I, we're numbers guys, so this just blows our mind, but we see people who are buying in and have no idea what the numbers are. I actually talked to a guy earlier this week. We're going to try to help through, he's already agreed in principle to buy into a practice that he really has no idea overhead. He has no idea, really what kind of production's there, what kind of capacity's there. So he's going in blind. And what tends to happen, or what can happen, is you can come in and you're actually making less than you did as an associate. Right. And who wants to take on the stress of ownership and in particular a partnership? And and not make any more than you were as an
You made
associate.
a really good point that I just want to bring to life here is as a dental practice broker and someone who's Dentist Job Connect and a dentist myself and hiring associates, 20 years ago when all of us went from associate to owner, every one of us made more money because it was impossible to make less money. But now associateships can be amazing. You can have associates. We have on Dentist Job Connect making $300,000 a year because they're working for a group. They might be replacing someone at a DSO. So Jared, that mindset, because I know you guys are great with mindset. Have you seen that as well? Where, dentists are literally unaware that they're about to step into something they want and it's going to decrease their take-home income.
Yeah, just absolutely blindsided. So totally surprised because it would make sense, wouldn't it, Paul, that you're going to go become a business owner, you're going to make more money. Yeah, that makes sense. It seems that's common sense, right? But that's not often the case because you're going to overpay for that practice or you're buying a practice that doesn't cash flow like a normal practice would.
Yeah.
So you have to do the due diligence, right? What is it? What is it? Just do the demo or
just
do the due diligence.
You guys can have that. That's so
I can have it? All right.
So I want to, we're going to bring some people back up in a minute, but just this morning on one of the Facebook groups was a awesome dentist telling a story about, I work for a practice, does $1.8 million a year, it's fee for service. I'm an associate. We have 50% overhead. I love the owner. I want to move into partnership. We have no idea what we're doing, right? And I type back, I think it's awesome that you guys are working together and like each other, and this is what dentistry needs more of. But whether this is a fit to go to a partnership when it comes to dollars, and you got to put your basketball team together. You guys were on it, a dental focused accountant, dental focused attorney. And it is Nacho nuts, the lack of awareness of what's out there. And you guys are doing an awesome job creating awareness. When people work with you guys have put some great things there. Just tell me, Bill, what are the phases? When is the best time to jump in to working with you guys?
Yeah, so we've kind of unpacked this in the past, but we do see that every dentist who is on an ownership path is on an entrepreneurial journey, and it can start, as early as D1 or day one of D1 all the way, to the day that they retire and they move on to their next. And so our goal is to build out products, services, and content that can service anybody along the way. Now, realistically, we also understand that underneath that is kind of a tax complexity bell curve. And, initially, when you're kind of coming into the profession, you're a W-2 earner, your situation's pretty simple. So is the necessity to deal with a dental specific CPA there? Maybe, maybe not. But what you really need to be doing is starting putting work on your mindset and then content to understand the business of dentistry. Once you start looking at making some money, and in particular, when you're starting looking at practices, that's when your complexity is going to increase. And that's when we really can slide in at that point, all the way up to people who've been working for 20 years and just are not optimized. That's kind of our wheelhouse.
And you guys sharing such great value. What you guys do, it kind of struck me is, you guys are kind of like the people who put the calories on the menu at a restaurant. You're like, you just ruined the whole experience. I thought these nachos were 500 calories. I am not going to look. But with taxes, it's so key because those restaurants are doing a good service because they're making you aware of what you're consuming. So you might need to make better decisions later. If you eat without knowing the calories forever, you're going to get yourself into major health problems. You're not going to be able to play sports with your kids. So you guys really are doing this in a morale-based management way, because I think, the taxes are something that are just something people are not aware of how it impacts them in their everyday life. And you guys talking more about is key. Jared, wrap us up with how do people reach out to you directly? You have your text code, but if they want to go to your website and find out how to work together with you, how do they do that?
Yeah, just go to ducketlad.com, 2 T's, 2 D's, check out our journey there. You can, request an appointment. Happy to jump on, just chat, see where you're at in your phase. And Paul, just one thing that hit me I'm going back to your basketball analogy. I'm tangenting back. What you can look at, so just do the due diligence. You can equate buying into that partnership example, kind of like two stud NBA players getting ready to join a team. So the guy that's scoring like 25 points a game, and the other guy is scoring 25 points at the other team, but he's going to join you. Are you guys cool going down to like 19 points apiece?
That's so key, Brandon.
I mean, that's the way you look at it, going to that basketball.
We've seen dream teams be disaster, and it's also really fits with sharing the ball. And is there enough ball to share with production? So I love that. Well, thanks, guys.